Good morning everybody. Today's GPS lesson is about adverbs, adverbial phrases and fronted adverbials. First of all, let's start with adverbs. So to remind ourselves what one is, adverbs gives us more information about verbs, adjectives, other adverbs and whole clauses. Before we explore further, I've got a chart here that's showing lots of different types of adverbials. You can see from the headings that they can show time, place, frequency, manner, and degrees of possibility. Now on my chart here, I've got single adverbs and I've also got adverbial phrases. Adverbial phrases are more than one word, or is more than one word. If it's a single word, it's an adverb. If you have a look at this list, this will help you in the following slides when you're given a few activities to do. It will also help you when you come to do some writing. Of course, there are many, many more. These are just some examples that you can use in your writing. So, first of all, an adverb. Adverbs can give us more information about verbs. Jessica shouted cheerfully. The verb is shouted and she's done this cheerfully. What other adverbs could you use to say how Jessica shouted? Have a go. We've also said that adverbs can give us more information about adjectives. So here we have a picture and the sentence says the sun is extremely bright. So our adjective is bright, but we're giving more information about that word bright by using an adverb, and in this case we've used extremely. What other adverbs could you use to describe how bright the sun is? Have a go. We've also said at the beginning of these slides that adverbs can give us more information about other adverbs. So in my sentence here, it says the dog sat very quietly. The word very is being used here to modify our other adverb, which is quietly. Can you use very to modify any other adverbs? We've also said that adverbs can modify whole clauses. So here in my sentence in red, I've got the adverb unfortunately. The full sentence says, unfortunately, the school was closed. Notice that there's a comma after the adverb. So when you put an adverb or an adverbial phrase at the beginning of a sentence, you must put a comma. What other adverbs could you use to modify the clause, the school was closed? Have a go at that one. Let's move on to adverbial phrases. Instead of using single adverbs to modify clauses, we can use phrases. So therefore we call it an adverbial phrase. Adverbial phrases do not usually contain a verb. So for example, Zoe rode her bike with excitement. Zoe rode her bike down the road. Zoe rode her bike like an expert. So those words that are indicated in red in each sentence are adverbial phrases. Notice that they don't contain a verb. It's a phrase because it does not have a subject and verb in it at the same time. Can you make your own adverbial phrase to modify this clause? Tom ate his lunch. Have a go at that one. Fronted adverbials. We use these a lot in stories and they're very important. This is a this is a complicated name for something that's actually very simple. Sometimes an adverb or an adverbial phrase can come before the verb instead of after. So for example, we've got Zoe rode her bike like an expert. So there we've got the adverbial phrase at the end of the sentence. We could change it the other way around and have the adverbial phrase at the beginning. Like an expert, Zoe rode her bike. Notice though that if we have the adverbial phrase at the beginning, which we also call a fronted adverbial, because it's at the front of the sentence now, we must put the comma in. If it's at the end of the sentence, we don't need to put that comma in usually. So, can you identify an adverb, an adverbial phrase, and a fronted adverbial in this short story? Read the story, make sure you put the video on pause, see if you can find out and locate which are the adverbs, adverbial phrases and fronted adverbials. Once you think you've got them all, go to the next slide for the answer. These are the answers. So all the words in red are either an adverb, an adverbial phrase, and a fronted adverbial. If you've got all the words, or nearly all the words, try and put them into groups. So put the words that are just adverbs under the heading adverb. Put the phrases that are adverbial phrases under that heading, adverbial phrase. And then also then fronted adverbials, group those together as well. Thank you everybody for your hard work. Try and include all this type of grammar, particularly in your stories. Good luck everybody, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.